once again, I'd like to welcome everyone here to the 2023-24 Athletic Banquet. We appreciate every one of you that's here. We know you got something invested, and that's why you're here. Like me and like Coach Ford, all the rest of the coaches, you have pride in what we do. That's why we have success. Our kids know they're expected to do the right thing, and our community puts pressure on them, and that's a good thing. If you weren't expected to do good, you're not going to do good. So that's what this community does, and we appreciate that. I'd like to thank our faculty, administration, for all their hard work and continuous cooperation. We take away from a lot of kids' school time, and we don't get a hard time from a lot of teachers, a lot of faculty, because we have to leave a lot early, and we miss school, play sports. But we do what we're supposed to do, and most of them come in here and do a good job. And it's here Tuesday night, if you know how much academic success we have, there's a lot of them. I'd like to thank Ms. Stewart for making all these nice plaques. She does a wonderful job, Anna Stewart. I'd like to thank Sherry Williams for doing our program. I'd like to thank Miranda Buchanan for being the jack of all trades. She helps us with about any kind of video, any kind of print, any kind of emails. She helps these kids when they do highlight videos. She edits them for them and shows them, makes them look really, really professional, and I'm sure they appreciate that. I'd like to thank Lynn's Place, Subway, Papa's Pizza, Ingles, Graham Starr, and Mr. Kevin Hensley. He spends a lot of his time trying to help our athletes. He does a very good job trying to live stream what he can when the other places will cooperate. He always gets to do it here, and we appreciate what he does. Thank you, proud parents. We would not have a program without you. Thank you for being patient with us. Thank you for trusting in us. Take care of your kids and try to correct them in the best way for them to be successful. Each year, we try to honor a couple or three or ever how many volunteers we have. Our program would not be very successful without the volunteer of this community. And I don't know, I'm sure you're aware, but we had 6 weeks to have a football stadium ready to play in, and we got that done. There was some people that we call heroes. We give them a box of hats up there the night for the football game, celebrate a little bit on the box of hats. We said hats for heroes, and that's what they was to us. That tells us how important it is for our kids to get what they need from our community. And we recognize most of those people that volunteered their time, money, and effort for that stadium at the football game. So tonight we're going to honor 2 very, very hard-working people who volunteered for us for years. And they've done a lot of good things, not just in one sport. Anything that they're asked to do, they do it, and they do a wonderful job, and very pleasant in doing it, and easy to work with. And the first one is Vincent Wesley, and he's not here in Carlos, he's going to accept this. Next honoree is Miss Leah Bensley. Leah helps every sport, everything we can do. And she taught that
So we have 2 awards to give out tonight. The first one that we're going to give out is the Coaches Award. And the Coaches Award goes to a gentleman who stepped forward, and it was his first year on the team, but he did a really good job of just stepping in where we needed him, and that is Murphy Shanahan. The second award that we're going to give out tonight goes to the MVP. This young man finished first overall at the district competition. We have never had anybody do that in Robbinsville before. And that goes to my son, Ryan.
Come on, Ron.
Football team a little bit here tonight, and they really deserve to be honored. First of all, I'd like to thank the people past and present who helped build this great tradition we have in this community with our football program. We as coaches, players, parents, community are trying very hard to carry a torch, and it's a big torch. There's been a lot of success had through the years. And it's a very proud tradition, and we're trying to keep it going the best we can. It takes an entire community. We couldn't do it without the help from everyone. I don't know if you've ever thought about what it takes place to run a football game, but we've got tons of help down there volunteering to help that come off tonight, and what a wonderful job they do. And no questions asked by most of them. None of them really want paid for what they do, but we couldn't have the program we have if it wasn't for the people that help us. The first thing I'd like to do is call out the names of the kids who was honorable mention all Smoky Mountain Conference. First one is Chase Calhoun. Tanner Head. Dane Webster. And Isaac Collins. Okay, the guys who made all conference. Zeke Silver. Bryce Adams. Bryce was also All-Western North Carolina second team. Ian Jumper. Gage Williams. Donovan Carpenter. Roman Jones. Darian Ledbetter. Colson Dooley. Colson was also first string All-Western North Carolina. Cutler Adams. Cutler was also Back of the Year in the Smoky Mountain Conference. He was first string All-Western North Carolina and the Player of the Year in Western North Carolina. Do something a little different here, and we're really proud of these seniors, and we're going to really hate to see them go. And we're going to give each one of them their jersey, and if you look at them, you can see them keep reading numbers on the back of them anymore anyway, because we've had them a long time. We just felt like they've been special, and if we wanted to do that. They have 41 wins in 4 years. In one of those years, we only had 7 games because it was the COVID year. So they won a lot of football games. Yeah. This wife's going to get a picture right there in 2 minutes. But these seniors have also won 3 out of 4 Smoky Mountain Conference championships and made it 3 out of 4 Western Region championships. We, if this would have been a different time, they would have had several state championships. The teams that beat them out will not be 1A schools anymore after this next year. Most of them will be 3A, and the one time we lost to Murphy, they'll be 2A, and that was when the COVID happened, and most of our kids were advanced PE, and whenever they canceled the season, all those senior kids, especially the linemen, they weren't in PE and they didn't work out, and they didn't stay active. They thought the season was over, and they came back in the spring and tried to play, and a lot of them got injured because they weren't prepared. In case you young guys are listening, you got to prepare yourself to play a tough football game and to be competitive, and that weight room's really important. Lee Silver's number 1. Chase Calhoun, number 2. Cutler Adams, number 4. Donovan Carpenter, number 11. Gage Williams, number 33. Danner Ayers, number 52. Colson Dooley, number 55. Ashton Lambert, number 65. Tyson Green, number 71. This year's 2023 award winners. The Coaches Award goes to Gage Williams. The MVP goes to Cutler Adams. It was a real good season, guys. We appreciate everything you do. You fellas coming back. Let's keep working. You fellas moving forward. We're pulling for you. You want to get the picture? Here's one.
This would be for the girls golf this year. As most of you probably don't know, this was the first year that Robbinsville High School had a golf team. And actually, we done pretty good. We had an honorable mention all conference. We had all conference and another honorable mention. Jacqueline J-O-C-O had she was honorable mention. Malia Cox was all conference, and Abby Wire was honorable mention. I have 2 awards to give out. The coaches award goes to Bentley Riggins. Playing golf, and she really improved unbelievably. She just, I mean, she's just a natural at it. As for my MVP, I could ask this girl, I mean, ask anything of her, she would do whatever it took to get the team to going. She would cheer the others. She played really well, and you can't ask for more out of the MVP, and that'd be Abby Wire.
Volleyball season this year. We finished our season 15-9. We finished 3rd in the conference. I'm going to call out our varsity roster, and I would like for everyone to stand up. First is our seniors, Delaney Brooms and Aubrey Wachacha. Also have Suri Waddy, Claire Barlow, Ran Cooker, Logan Butler, Olivia Lewis, Tia Hall, Liz Carpenter, and our manager, Cecilia Maney. I'm going to start with our Smoky Mountain Conference Honorable Mention Awards. We had Claire Barlow, Claire was our middle hitter this year, led our team in blocks, and was great offensively and defensively for us this year. Honorable mention is also Suri Waddy. Suri was our starting libero this year. Next, I have our Smoky Mountain All-Conference Awards. It's Delaney Brooms and Aubrey Wachacha. Stay on the stage, girls, please. I have a couple of awards to give out today. First, this is something that we have just recently started to do the past few seasons, but I have a 1,000 stats club and new to this year a 100 stats club. I want to start with the 100 stats club. This person not only received 100 bases in her career, but this was just for one singular season. And so that she had 143 bases in one season. That is 143 points. She was event that happened for the first time in our history that we know of. We had this person get 1,088 digs, and not only digs, but also she had 1,065 kills, and that was Delaney Rooms. My Coaches Award goes to a very special athlete on our team this year. She is someone who is always willing to put in extra work. She never complains, even though, in my opinion, has the hardest position out there. We stay onto this position a lot. It's very stressful and a lot of pressure, but she handles it. She was our starting setter this year and finished in the top 9 in our division. She had 543 assists. My Coaches Award goes to Will Gilbert. For my MVP award this year, this athlete played all 6 rotations all around. She was our top defender in digs, our top attacker in kills. She received all conference. She finished the season this year with 312 kills and 332 digs. She had over 1,000 in both of those for her career. She had 22 aces for this season, and she also finished on the all-region and all-state team, and that is Delaney Rooms. Gross. And Journey Green. And then for our coach award, we have Raven On. And our MVP is Taylor Cook.
For boys basketball, this year we finished 17-7. We did finish third in the conference. It didn't necessarily end the way we wanted it to, but 17-7 is nothing to laugh about. It's still a really good year. I'm sure if you were to ask 90% of basketball coaches across North Carolina, said that would be very happy with 17-7. So, it's the end the way we really wanted it to, but 17-7 is still a really good year. I'll start with our honorable mention awards first. Darian Ledbetter. Honorable mention, Kenyon Swimmer. I will say with these two young men, sometimes you just never really know what you're getting in a transfer, and these two are a blessing. And they would definitely benefit every program here, no question about it. They're two fine men, no doubt. All Smoky Mountain Conference this year, Donovan Carpenter. Also, all Smoky Mountain Conference, Bryce Adams. For our coaches award this year, this was something that me and Coach Schuler and Coach Brooks, we could have literally picked the name out of a hat. Anybody on our team. We had a really good kid involved in our basketball team. This award was really hard for us to decide. Honestly, like I said, it could have been any kid on our basketball team. Really well good at it. I could have said somebody, we could have said somebody else. Coach Brooks could have said somebody else. So that's a good problem to have, I promise. This year, the coaches award goes to Nathaniel Shope and Quinn Jumper. Our last awards will be our MVP awards. That is also really hard for us to decide. It's a good problem. Our MVPs for this year basketball goes to Donovan Carpenter and Bryce Adams. Last thing I'll say is I look forward to next year. We do have 10 of our 12 returning. We have a lot of really good talent coming up off the JV team. We have some kids that's already playing a lot of travel ball. I know Bryce Adams and Wayne Knott, both of them have already been selected as MVPs in some of the tournaments they're playing right now. And we have an undefeated middle school team coming up, so it should be a really fun year for basketball.
this year, finished third in the conference with a 16-9 overall record, a 65 record in the conference. This group was very scrappy. They were a very interesting group. They really what you're going to get. That group, they showed up to play though. They were there, the right mindset. They were a great basketball team. At the end of the year, over at Hayesville, seems some things we're really proud of. So we're looking forward to going through the next year. Trying to speed up here a little bit, got some scores going on. So our honorable mention, all conference players, we had two. We had Surrey Wanted, Abby Ware. Our all-conference players were Liz Carpenter, Aubrey Watchop. Our team awards this year, our coaches award goes to Abby Ware. We wore a lot of different hats for us. Very very team players. So our MVP goes to Liz Carpenter and Aubrey Watchop.
Good afternoon, I'm here to introduce indoor track. If you're not familiar with indoor track, we don't have an indoor. We do everything outdoor. So we went a couple meets this year. We went down to Winston-Salem to the indoor so we could actually be in an indoor facility, and did well. Started out with a lot of quite a few kids and ended up with just a few, but the few we have were very, very quality. First of all, I'd like to recognize all conference, all state, all everything. One of the best female athletes to ever come out of Robbinsville High School, if not the best, Zoe Schuler. Zoe qualified for state meet in the high jump, long jump, and triple jump, and was all state in the long jump and triple jump. And her jump at state to win, you beat the girl by about 2 inches. The girl beat her in the long jump by about ½ inch. And her jump at state was 25th best in the nation. What a great athlete. On the boys' side, we had qualifying for state. Donovan Hall. Donovan really improved tremendously in the shot this year, and he got better and better. And also qualifying and participating in state, finished in the top 15 in both the long and triple jump with Cooper Adams. For our awards, Coaches Award, first our Coaches Award goes to the gentleman not here, but he would do anything we asked him to do, and he had one feet, and that's what he went a whole time. I don't care what he was doing. Yep, sure. Our girl MVP, of course, I guess it's, don't probably say Zoe Schuler. She has now accomplished 11 state championships in indoor and outdoor track. About four, I think, 4 or 5 of them. But anyway, we'll talk more about her now when we get there. She's just a phenomenal athlete, and even though she's going to Tennessee to play softball, she can go anywhere she wants to run track. And she's just a phenomenal athlete. And the boys MVP, and both of these, by the way, are our high points for indoor track. We keep up with points and what they score. And our High Point MVP indoor track, Cooper Adams. Cooper is triple jump, and 300 meter dash. We appreciate it very much.
So first off, it's an honor to stand up here. I was given the job of being the first ever varsity girls head wrestling coach. So it's a tremendous honor. It was not an easy task because a lot of things were already established, where we were going to get girls, different things like that. But I want to mention all of these girls because they were the first ever all-girls wrestling team. Velvet Carver, Andrea Sheets, Dakota Stinson, Alexis O'Corey, Kyla Jenkins, Cameron Brooks, Casey Bradshaw, and Jennifer Goody. They're all when we first started, we did start out with 15 girls, so that was a pretty good number for year one. I know a lot of schools, they have one or two. We were able to have 15 start out. I didn't call out 15 girls because all of them didn't make it through, but they did give it a chance. That's all I asked them. So give me 1 week. A lot of them made it 4 or 5 weeks, but it's tough. It's not easy wrestling. So I asked myself, I said, where am I going to find wrestlers? Well, I found out cheerleaders make good wrestlers. So, I got a couple of them. We had some freshmen that wrestled last year in 8th grade that, were already kind of established, so they kind of knew what to expect. But I walked through the school, handed out flyers. Billy Knight really helped me out. He's a big help in that process, but we made it work. So year one, we did pretty well. We finished second in 4 different tournaments. Year one, we finished second conference. Didn't have a single senior on the whole team, so that's a big deal. All freshmen, sophomores. I think 2 juniors on the whole entire team. So, that's a big deal to have all them in a classroom to be able to do that year one. There's one girl I want to talk about. I don't have an award for her, but, it's girls like this that make the program turn around. This girl left school every single day, went to worked every single day because she has no choice. She has to help provide for her family. Left work, and then came to wrestling practice every single day at 7 o'clock. Her name is Jennifer Goosey. It's really good dedication for a girl that go to school all day, go to work till 7, get off work, come to practice till 9. That's asking a lot out of somebody. She never batted an eye, showed up with a smile on her face every day. So, that's Jennifer. All right, this girl will not expect this whatsoever. We'll say she struggled at times. Coach Robinson didn't make it easy on her. He'd put 30 minutes and 35 minutes on the clock just to play jokes on her. That's how long our conditioning was going to be. And she'd have panic attacks sometimes. But this girl's getting this award because she never missed a practice. She's the only girl on the whole team that never missed a single practice. Now, did she want to quit at times? Yes, this girl did. But she had a parent that would not let her. She said, you go day one, you will finish it out till the end. And this girl did that. So, sometimes you don't have to be the best. You just got to be the one that shows up. So, this award goes to Dakota Stinson. Here's that blue one. Our next Coach's Award, this is actually pretty special. So, this is another one of those cheerleaders. I had to recruit a cheerleader. They're pretty athletic. So, got a cheerleader. This girl, she always came in with a smile on her face. I mean, everybody has bad days, but she always had a smile. She was always positive. She always had something good to say. I'm going to say, that she was our team mom. I mean, I guess every girl's team needs that, but she was this girl. but she's bigger than that. She was also the first ever Smoky Mountain Conference all-conference champion. No girl's ever done this. She was the first. Swain wasn't the first. Murphy wasn't the first. Robbinsville wasn't the first. So Miss Velvet Carver is the winner of our country. All right, so like I said, all these girls deserve something because they did a sport. It's asked a lot of them. It's not the easiest sport to do, especially for them. But the one thing I do know that these girls are tough. The girls will work hard. This girl was a little different. So she's wrestled in middle school. She wrestled last year as an 8th grader. She's a handful. Didn't make too many good choices. Grades weren't that great. She was not going to wrestle this year. So she was standing outside that flagpole when I was handing out them flyers. I asked her if she was going to wrestle. She said no. I was kind of heartbroken about it because she was a good wrestler. So come to find out this year, she has made straight A's all year long. She's not been in trouble one time. She's put herself around really, really good people. And she went the furthest this year in wrestling on our team. And I would say she's our captain, our leader. She don't always lead by words, but she always leads by action. Miss Alexis. I got more on this paper, but I won't read it. So I love y'all, appreciate y'all.
I'm Coach David Haney, here to talk about the high school wrestling team. Had a pretty good year this year, 32-3. I was supposed to laugh. We had a pretty good year. We were 32-3. We got all three of those back before we got over. But before I get started, I'm extremely honored. This is my last year of retiring, and before I get started, I try to do this anytime I speak. I try to give credit to the Lord Jesus Christ, and I just really appreciate the opportunity and the graces bestowed upon me and the ability and to put me in Robbinsville. I'm not originally from Robbinsville, but to be here and be a part of all this, and these young men have blessed my life. I'm way more than I could even imagine blessing their lives. And, a few people that I want to thank and want to mention is every Monday before practice, before we did anything in the week, we had a devotion. And had several men that participated in that. And I call them my team Christ. Arliss Orr, Travis Hooper, Preston Honey, Rick Schubert, David Matheson, and Sean Warner. And I really appreciate those men for what they did and sharing their faith with our young men. It's our Coach Oda really instilled this in the years that he coached. It's not about wins and losses, it's about preparing young men for life. And that's what these men help us do. Some other people I want to thank. I want to thank the absolute #1 hospitality room host in the whole world, Crystal White. Travis Orr, Chris Walker, what they do. Chris White, where you at?
Right here, God.
Is she high? But
Russell or Chris Walbridge, who are instrumental in help support our program. Janelle Rattler, who does an awesome job along with us doing what they do, along with Weston Fry Brooke. Vivian D. Inslee, who pretty much already been thanked, but tremendous help to our program. And gotta mention, when I took over, when I sort of got this off the ground 40-some years ago, it's been that long, it was easy to start. And I think Coach Banquet will understand it's his program, he started it. But now, when you come and you follow a legend like Todd Owen, that makes it a little more difficult. And I can't stand up here and share accolades about us being state champions or about the success we've had without giving him a lot of credit, because he built this foundation of what you see here tonight with Robbinsville Wrestling, and he deserves a round of applause. Also, Ann Smallwood, the absolute best trainer in the world, and I also want to thank Skylar and Tammy Oliver for being awesome managers and helping with all that goes on and putting up with me. Appreciate that. Like I said, we were 32-3, 2024 state champions. When I first started coaching, it was the farthest thing from my mindset to think that one day I would stand and receive a state championship trophy. But we did it this year. We won 7 tournaments, Smoky Mountain Conference champions, which by the way was at 27. We've got awards that we share with 2 teams, North Henderson and Pisgah High School, where we've got trophies that whoever wins it year gets to pick the trophy for the next season. We won both of those. We beat North Henderson, and with Pisgah, that one was really special to me because that's where I went to high school. And but at the time, they were the #1 ranked 3A school in the state. And when we got there, they had already put their name on the trophy. Well, they had to take it off. We walked out of there with that trophy, and I'm so proud of that. And our guys for doing that. We were Western Regional runner-up. We finished at the end of the season 1A through 4A. It's all schools that have wrestling. We were ranked 11th in the state. Sunday, we received the Mount Athletic Banquet Division II Team of the Year. We've been recognized on the floor of the U.S. Congress, and we were the Western North Carolina Wrestling Team of the Year. But all that pales in comparison. We're the state champions. Individually, we had a couple of kids that were second team Western North Carolina. They're Panama and Loxton Hooper. We had several in the first team. Skylar Anderson, Alexis Panama, Paige Williams, Colson Dooley. We had 7 young men that were all state. That means they finished in place at the state tournament and were on the podium. Skylar Anderson, Adair Panama, Alexis Panama, Loxton Hooper, Layton Hooper, Paige Williams, and Colson Dooley. How can you not win state when you've got 7 all-state? There's only 14 weight classes. Smoky Mountain Conference, all-conference, Skylar Anderson, Adair Panama, Alexis Panama, Loxton Hooper, Avery Phillips, Layton Hooper, Paige Williams, and Colson Dooley. Now, our individual awards. The first award is an award that I made myself. simply because this young man, last year, didn't dot his I's across his T's. He struggled, had a tough year, ended up being removed from the team, and had every reason in the world to be embittered at myself and our program, and decided that he wasn't going to let that lead him, and worked his butt off in the summer. He ended up finishing fourth at the Appalachian State wrestling tournament. His first tournament of the year, he was tournament champion, became Smith champion. He was Smoky Mountain Conference tournament champion. And he was a state qualifier and lost to the state champ at the regionals by a score of 4-2. And at the state tournament, I'd give anything in the world if he'd been healthy. But he had the flu. And he lost his two matches. The first match he lost by 2 points and just ran out of steam. The second match, the same thing happened again. He was just spent and he lost by 1 point. But this is an award that we typically don't give, but I call it the Comeback Wrestler of the Year next to Mr. Avery Phillips. The Coach's Award goes to a young man that had to just about cut his right arm off to make weight and find a weight class to wrestle. He had not had a start position until this year, and he lost the weight, impressed a lot of other coaches in the area by what he had done. He was Dakota Smith champion, first tournament of the year. He was an Inca champion at the East Mecklenburg tournament in Charlotte, all 3A, 4A schools. He was the champion. James Orr champion, Smoky Mountain Conference champion, and ended up placing third in the state and won the match and the consolations that probably sealed the deal for us being state champion. And this year, he was 53-5 and has an overall record of 85-13. And the Coach's Award goes to Mr. Skyler Anderson. While he's coming up, I want to say, kind of like what Coach Beasley said with the Coach's Award for basketball. A very talented group up and down the line. I could give these awards to any of them. But I will, with a grin on my face, we're going to have another banquet. And when we have that banquet, all of these young men are going to get a piece of jewelry to put on their finger. And they're going to get their review awards then. I wish I could give everybody an award tonight, but I can't. But tonight, most outstanding wrestler. We have a tradition at Robbinsville that whoever goes the farthest during the year, that's who the most outstanding wrestler is. And we had 3 young men that ended up being North Carolina High School and state champions. The first young man was 41-4, has an overall record of 81-19. He was 2-time James Orr champ, and the first time he was most outstanding wrestler. 2-time Smoky Mountain Conference champ, 2-time regional champ, 2-time state champ, in 2 separate weight classes. And in the state semifinals, he had to defeat a young man from Avery County. And once again, if we don't win that match, it looks kind of tough for us to win state championship. And the kid got away momentarily, but this young man did Coach Washington did an awesome form tackle. Because you gotta turn around and face your opponent before you get to the escape point, and he didn't let him do it. He chased him down. He ran him halfway around the circle, tackled him before he could get out of bounds, and the clock ran out. That was one of the points that helped us win state championship. This young man, most outstanding wrestler, Colson Dooley. He wasn't going to let it go. He says he's not wrestling next year. Colson, I ain't coaching next year. Next young man had a 54-3 record. 3 losses. Were all 3 to higher level state champions. 2 A's, 3 A's, 4 A's. Has a career record as a senior of 137 wins and 17 losses. He's 3-time James Orr champion, 3-time Smoky Mountain Conference champion, 3-time regional champion, 3-time state champion. One of, I believe, 3 or 4 men that got in and done that year. He won in 3 different weight classes, 106, 113, 120 pounds. The interesting thing about this young man is last year in the state tournament, he made another wrestler from Thomasville upset because he beat him. I committed him to Thomasville. And he talked junk all year long about how he was going to get even. And when they shook hands, you could see fire in the other kid from Thomasville's eyes. You know, he had been wanting. Well, it was all over with. Alexis Panama was 3-time state champion, came in the second period, and, you know, it made him mad again. He was a finalist for the Mountain Athletic Banquet male athlete in an Olympic sport and would have won it hands down, except his teammate was a 4-time state champion, and he won. So this young man is as talented as they come, and he's got a higher gear. And when he hits that higher gear, it's on. Alexis Pounding. You see his picture in the hallway, he's shooting an arrow. It's at that Thomasville. Okay, is there anybody left? I forgot anybody. This young man, I told his brother at supper tonight that the Lord really blessed me to give me the opportunity. I would say coaching, just to be involved, just to be around. He was getting ready to wrestle in the state finals, and Coach White, he said, Coach, I like for my assistant coaches to sit in the corner because they work with him and practice closer. He said, sit in the corner. I said, no, Coach, y'all do it. He said, no, Coach, this is history. This is history. We're going to have a 4-time state champion. And so I got the opportunity to sit in this corner. And he has impacted my life. And he meant much, much more than I could ever impact his life. That's just the kind of young man he is. But he finished up with 169 wins, never lost on the mat. I'm not going to throw that one out there, but he never lost on the mat. The only thing blemish on his record was an injury default, and it wasn't even a wrestling match. This year he was 41-0. Last year he set the single season win record with 61 wins, 61-0. 3-time James Orr champ. Most outstanding wrestler in the Fred T. Ford tournament, which was a Tough Tournament down in Hickory, 2023. 2022, Dakota Smith, Most Outstanding Wrestler. When he walked in the gym, everybody knew that's who he's going to be. He is, no doubt, the Most Outstanding Wrestler. 2022, Holy Angels Tournament Champion. That's a tournament that has over 30 schools from the Southeast. And if you win that, you're a blue chip, no doubt. 4-time regional champ. And in that, 3-time Most Outstanding Wrestler at regionals. 4-time Smoky Mountain Conference champ. 2024 Smoky Mountain Conference Most Outstanding Wrestler. 4-time state champion. 182 pounds twice, 195 and 190. And two of those times, he was the state tournament Most Outstanding Wrestler. He's the all-time record holder for wins in the season and for a single year. All-time record holder for career wins, like I said. And Sunday, he was recognized at the Mountain Athletic Banquet in Nashville, 2024 Mountain Athletic Banquet, Olympic sport, and male athlete of the year. Oh, we're going to hate to see this one go, but we wish him all the luck in the world. And if you understand wrestling, you understand that this is quite an unbelievable achievement for him today, where he's at. And like I said, the good Lord gave me the opportunity for 2 years with him, and I thank him for that. Cage Williams. Like I said, we got another banquet coming, so I'll sit down and shut up. I can say a whole lot more. Thank you, Robbinsville, for being a part of my life also.
First of all, I want to thank my assistant coaches, Jeremy and Debbie Brown. We couldn't have as successful a season as we've had if I hadn't had them along the way. They really helped. If I had to miss practice, they were one of them there to take up the slack. And they followed us all the way to the state, where Jody's and Jeremy's son and grandson went to the state championship. I'd like to thank Lucas and Dee for helping me do all my paperwork and stuff, because ain't no way I can do it all myself. I really appreciate that. But we had a good year this year. We finished second in the Smoky Mountain Conference. Trey Lambert, he was honorable mention all conference. Isaac Collins, he was all conference. And Isaiah Brown was conference MVP. He was also a state qualifier for the state championship. And there's only been 2 times that we've had somebody to go to the state championship to compete. And Isaiah's the other one. coaches award, he played good all year long except for the last minute when he was going to get to go to the state playoff, and he had the worst round all year long. And that's Isaac Collins. And one of my other kids, he played good. He took up some of the slack, and it was his first year of ever playing. And of course, he tried to keep everybody fired up, tried to make jokes about me and give me a hard time. But other than that, he was great. He really was. Nathaniel Shelby. All right, for my MVP, this kid is going places in golf. He just got some really bad breaks in state championship. We played on the goat farm down there. Seemed like every hole, I followed him on every hole. And it seemed like at least one of his shots would be stuck in a big divot. I mean, every shot. And it makes it tough. If any of you has ever played golf, which I know some of you have, but when you have to play it down, and it's down in a hole, it makes it tough to hit. I don't care who you are or how good you are. But on the second day, it rained, thunderstormed, and he still got out there and played. And he finished the second day, in the top 10 out of 94 guys, the best golfers in the state of North Carolina. So he's going places. I think next year he's going to win it all. And he's going to take his teammates with him.
Yes.
Because they're going to get there too. But my MVP goes to Isaiah Brown.
All right, we're in a little bit different situation than all the other coaches here. Our season's not done.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, these young ladies will play in the Game 2 of the Western Regional Finals. Here, 5 o'clock, I would like to have everyone there if we could. I want to tell you a little bit about our season. We're not going to give away any individual awards tonight, just because our season's not done. But first of all, I want to begin by thanking all of our parents, fans, coaches, fans, administration, but most of all, the girls. I can't thank y'all enough for putting up with me, you parents, allowing me to coach the way I coach. I know sometimes it can be a little cringy, but I promise I love it. And I'm looking at Miss Valerie Frapp in front of me, and she paid me a great compliment a few years ago. She said, "You coach these girls like your own daughters." That's exactly what we try to do. So some things about our season right now. We are 24-3. We finished the Smoky Mountain Conference undefeated. We have now won 7 conference titles in a row, 16 overall. A little bit about our seniors, their career. Again, we can't give any awards out, but they played 87 softball games total. We've won 74 of them. And in the Smoky Mountain Conference, they played 49 games total. They won 47 of them. This group of young ladies set multiple team records, individual records. We actually now have a North Carolina High School Athletic Association 1A through 4A state record. Zoe Schuler broke the record for runs scored in a season this year. And before I call all of them up, I want to mention two of them. I've had them all 4 years, and that's Memory Frapp and Zoe Schuler. And I can't say enough about what they've meant to this program, what they've meant to me, this community. I encourage you, they're 2 of the best softball players you'll ever watch. And if you haven't seen them play, come tomorrow at 5 o'clock and find out for yourself.
Yes.
At this time, again, we can't give out individual awards, so I'm going to give out the only award we can. So I need all the softball team to come to the stage at this time. You will not find a group of alpha females anywhere in the state of North Carolina. So, we are going to present the 16-time and 7-time defending Smoky Mountain Conference champions with the 2024 Smoky Mountain Conference Championship Trophy. All right, that's it. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock.
I'm Coach Tyson. Our other assistant coach is probably out cutting trees out the road right now. So it's storm. So Coach Ford will fill in for him. I appreciate that. Had a pretty good year at baseball. We got a few wins today. One like we shouldn't have. We ended up keeping 8, 7, and 5, third in the conference. First time since 2011 we made the playoffs. It was a nail biter, 1-0. I think it was the first 10-win season since 2014. So I'm real proud of the boys. We only had 14, but we had a whole lot of fun this year. I had two honorable mention all conference. That was Dry Lenore and Titan Pizza. I had 3 all-conference. First one was Brick Garrison, or Bryce Garrison. I think he ended up breaking our school's stolen base in the season this year. The other all-conference was Twin Jumper. Another all-conference, he don't get one of these, he's gonna get a visual plaque when he comes in. He got the SMC Pitcher of the Year. He ended up with 167 Ks in his career, 86 of them this year. That was Ethan Orr. He's not the only pitcher we've had from this school to get that. We'll try to figure that out. Like I said, I had 14 kids. It was hard for me to, for the coach's award, you could give it to any of them. And my dad, they're struggling. Figured out who to give this to, so I'm giving it to 2 kids. One of them was a senior, Bryce Garrison, he was the captain. He kept a good attitude most of the year, worked hard. I mean, he had a really good season. Now, the other coach's award goes to a kid. We asked him to step into a position that he never played before, and he got pretty dang good at it too. Then he got hurt. But after he got hurt, there's still like a month of season left, and he was there every day, helping the other kids. That's Dane West. And the MVP this year goes to the kid. Kid begged for workouts. She didn't worry. He just want to be there. He had to leave early for anything. One of the hardest working kids had the opportunity to coach. That was Praise the Lord. Thank you.
I have to give a few accolades before I start giving them with the kids. First of all, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who allowed me for over 40 years to coach, allowed me to come back to the community school I love so much. I love it like children. And I'd like to thank Coach Jeremy Lunsford. He's my right-hand man. Helped me in indoor track, doesn't get paid a thing. He's there every day. And he goes there to meet with us all over the state. I appreciate him so much. Our pros coach, I don't think you're not, Jeremiah Bird, did a great job this year. Had a couple kids qualified for state. Thank him so much. I'd like to thank our corporate sponsors, Cherokee Realty and Brandy and Paige Jones. Thank you so much for your support. And Ricochet Incorporated, Region Trammell, that was our corporate sponsor this year. For our girls track team this year, they finished second in conference and fifth in the state. We're 2 points away from being second in the state, and I was with 3 girls. So I show you what kind of quality we really had. And first lady I'd like to recognize is Aubrey Wachasha. Aubrey qualified in track, and now we've got to be in top 4 in the region, and we're in the toughest region in the state, Class A, and Aubrey qualified and made the state meet in the discus. Next young lady I'd like to recognize is Claire Barlow. Claire, I will mention our conference at the conference track meet Cherokee. She is an all-state performer, made the state meet in the long and triple, and made the all-state in both, and had a great year. And Zoe Schuler. I could sit up here all day and talk about Zoe. Coach Ford said he's going to fire me if I can't keep talking too long. Zoe was all conference in 3 events, long, high, and triple jump. She qualified for the state meet in all 3 and the 200-meter dash. She, during the year, had a personal best triple jump of 40 feet, 11 and a half inches. I don't know if you know how good that really is. I looked at some of the college meets this week, and that would have placed at nearly every one of them. And she had the number 6 jump in the nation. And that's something else. And she's a phenomenal athlete. I think Tennessee can try to get her to do indoor track, even though she's going to play softball. But she's just a phenomenal athlete. On the boys' side, qualifying for the state meet and finishing all-state, Isaac Collins. I started out just about 38 feet in shot put, kept getting better and better, and started working out, and kept going, and he ended up 5th in the state. And he did a great job for us this year.
Boy, Isaac.
And this next young man, this kind of home makes it all worthwhile. Nathan Frederick. And Nathan, starting out the year, he's got 26 seconds off his 800 time, also ran the 400 for us, ran the relays, worked his tail off, and he made the state meet. You should have seen the Swain people look when he beat them at the regional meet. And he ended up 5th in the state as a freshman, all state. All right, now for our awards. First we'll do our coaches award. First one goes to a young lady who had a very good year in the throws and shot and disc, and is one of our team leaders, Aubrey Wachasha. Our other coach's award goes to a young man who is Mr. Robbinsville. Everybody seems to love him. He works hard. He's going to play Metro College football, He didn't have the track year that he wanted to have because he was injured a lot, but he still was probably second on our team in points, and he was there even though he couldn't run. He still came to the meet. He still was cheering everybody on, and he was kind of, he makes you want to be in the coach award goes to Colorado. And now for the MVP, I don't know, I guess you'll have to guess who the girl's MVP was. I don't know if she had a gazillion points over her career, and arguably, I don't know how anybody will ever break some of the records that she has set here. 11 state championships, 11, count them. And our MVP is Miss Zoe Shore. And our boys MVP again is based on points. Who scored 1 point? This young man did the long triple, ran the 400, ran the relays, and he's just a great young man. A joy to coach, Mr. Cooper Adams. Thank you very much.
All right, the next part of the program is what we call the R Club Awards. And these awards are based off of individuals who have participated in at least 2 sports or more. And they're chosen by all the coaches in the school. We get together and discuss it in detail and have votes, and we try to do the best we can. And kind of a no-brainer this year. I've never seen such good kids we had to choose from. And it's what kids like y'all, young adults, what makes those people like me want to hang around and try to be a part of it. And y'all are just awesome. And not only just these award winners, but most of the athletes in this school try to do the right thing, work hard, and make everyone proud. But the first award is our Joyce Perkins Academic Award. It is called the Academic Excellence Award. And it's for the highest overall grade point average of any boy or girl in this school. And this year's award winner is Miss Memory Proud. The next couple of awards are our Robbinsville High School Sportsmanship Awards, and they're named after 2 very, very special people who were both Hall of Fame coaches from our school. And the first one is named for Judy Nichols, and that will be the female, and that goes to Aubrey Watchon. The male award is named for Mr. Bob Colvin, and very special young man. I think every sport he's ever played, he is probably the coach of the award winner, and that's Mr. Quinn Jumper. Our most valuable athlete awards are named after Mr. Ed Jackson. Hope y'all know your history. Mr. Jackson and his wife raised some of the finest athletes that's ever come through this school. Several of them are in the Hall of Fame. And, the name will be put with these tremendous athletes, and it always will be. And, this year's female athlete of the year is Mrs. Owen Shooter. All right, the most valuable athlete this year is going to go to two young men, and tremendous young men. It's going to be heartbreaking to see them leave. They've been pleasant for everybody that's had anything to do with them. And that's Cutler Adams and Katie Williams. This is going to conclude our award ceremony tonight.